Hello everyone, welcome to NetPRG channel. This is my first video. Today we are talking about three technologies that people use it and working on this field. Let's explain together. First we have a networking that people use it known as internet. Anyone who working on this field called a network engineer. The first question is, what is networking? Networking is a group of two or more computers or electric devices that are interconnected for the purpose of exchanging data and sharing resources. The second question is, what object transferring my data in network? There are so many devices sharing your data or transferring your data, like a router, switch, server, wireless, etc. Before I shows my diagram how two devices exchanging data, if you want to get a certification of networking or you want to working on the networking, there are so many certifications like a Cisco certification, Huawei certifications, and MikroTik certification. You can get it. So the diagram is, this is Mike. Mike sit on this chair and working on his desktop, then connecting by the cable to his switch is like his default gateway. And this is Ahmed. He uses his smartphone, connecting the wireless router by Wi-Fi. So both of them connecting to the ISP on his CT, like ISPA and ISPB on his CT. Then both of ISPA and ISPB connecting to the internet. Inside internet, we have the data center that including storage and servers, and so many router and switch. So the first, Mike creating a packet inside his computer to send in a message to Ahmed. Start first in hello, say type in hello Ahmed, then start sending a message. His computer changing his packet to 0 or 1 and sending to his default gateway. Then his default gateway sending to ISPA and ISP sending to internet. Inside the internet, he's searching for and finding to Ahmed location. Then when he's fine, sending to ISPB. The ISPB sending to his wireless router inside the Ahmed home. Then the wireless sending a message to Ahmed. Ahmed start opening the message and sending again the message to Mike, responding to the mic message. This is how the network device working and exchanging data. The second technology that we have is a programming. All days we use a program or an application inside our mobile or computer or smart TVs. Anyone who working on this field called a programmer or developer. The first question is, what is programming? Programming refers to a technological process for telling a computer which task to perform in order to solve a problem. You can think of programming as a collaboration between humans and computers in which humans can create an instruction for a computer to following code in a language computers can understand. The second question is, how my machine is understanding my code that I'm writing. We have a two type of the machine that understanding our code or translating our code that the machine is understanding. We have the first one is we have the compile language that some programming language uses like a Java. The second one is interpreted language like a Python use it. The third question is, how can we create a program or an application for different devices by different programming languages? There are so many fields you can work on it, but you need to understand the programming languages or learning to working on this field. The first one is a front-end developer. The front-end developer is working on the web application by client side. Like designing the web, creating some object, which type of data that or object we use by client side. The first language that we use is HTML. It's not a programming language, it's a hypertext markup language, and CSS for design, and some basic JavaScript. It's a programming language JavaScript. You need to understand it and use it inside your web applications. The second field is backend developer. The backend developer, it's working on the backend of your web applications, like which data you use, how you get the data, how you post your data, which security type you use, which storage or database you use inside your web applications. It's used by server side. If you want to work on this field, you need to understand JavaScript, advanced JavaScript, Pythons, Javas, PHP, and some frameworks like ASP.NET owned by Microsoft. The second part or second field, we have the database. Database is a common one, like used by supermarket or hospital or some organization that need storing his data, which time, which date that he's storing his data, searching by some query for his data. If you want to work on this field, you need to understand the MySQL or PHP programming language again, and the Mongo framework. We have some framework, you can search for it. The fourth field we have is a DevOps. If you want to work on the cloud, you need to get a certification or some company that have a certification on this field, like AWS owned by Amazon's, Azure owned by Microsoft, and Google Cloud owned by Google, that every day you use a Google Cloud or Google Drive inside your smartphone, or iCloud. Which programming language we use on this field? We use a PHP again, Ruby, JS, Python, ASP.NET. The fifth field we have a mobile application developers. Like if you want to work on the Android system, you need to understand in Flutter programming language or Java or Kotlin. If you want to work on iOS systems, you need to understand in Swift or Object-C. This is how programming is worked. Okay, the third technology. I want to say, what if we combine a programming and networking together? We get a network programming. If I want to give you an examples, like if you want to be a game developer creating some games, you need to 15% understanding of programming languages and 15% the understanding of networking. Because when you create some codes, we need to understand networking, how two devices or more connecting together and playing together. This is how network programming it's work. So many fields we can use in network programming. I want to explain after this. The first question is, what is network programming? Network programming involves the creation of software programs that run on computer networks and allow for the exchange of information and data between devices. Network programming is typically done using programming languages and tools that are specifically designed for network programming, such as the socket programming and network programming libraries. The second question is, which programming language and network model we use? That in the definition we call a socket programming and a network programming library. The programming languages is Python, Java, Perl, Bash. Bash, it's one of my favorite programming language. It's a command programming language. If you wanna creating some video about this, please tell me in the comment. And we have a TCL. And the 15% of networking that we have, we need to understand the OSI model. I want to say, if you get a certification or studying on CCNA or CCNP, we see the TCP/IP. It's a new one of OSI models, that the combination of application and presentation and session layer to one field is called an application. If you're working on the network programming, you need to understand how the OSI models work, how we're receiving data in applications, and how we preparing, how we create a session between two devices. In transport layer, which protocol we use, like we use a UDP or TCP, what IP we have, which destination we have in network, in data link, which MAC address we have, and in the end we have the physical. In the end we changing the our data to 0 1 to machines understand it. This is end of my video. I hope it's useful for you. Sorry if I misread some things. Let me know what do you want that I create for next video. Please comment down the below. Do not forget like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Peace out.